Hey friends, it's UrsulasRevenge and welcome back to Star Stable. Today we're going to be talking all about the Trailblazer track and what the absolute bare minimum, least effort possible way that you can complete the Trailblazer track. Now, if you saw my Wednesday update video and you were confused, don't worry, I was too. You really shouldn't trust me to do math, and you especially shouldn't trust me to do math at 6 a.m. But apparently you also shouldn't trust me to use my eyes at 6 a.m. because my math is mostly wrong because I missed a very important button. So I'm going to try and keep this quick, but let's go ahead and talk about the Trailblazer track. So I know I covered this all in the Wednesday update, but I'm atoning for my crimes, so I'm going to do it all over again. So if you don't know, the Trailblazer track is a sort of daily system for Star Stable. It's what is also called a battle pass sometimes, but the only thing you need to do in order to access the Trailblazer track is be a Star Rider, and that is either monthly or pay once. I also think if you do a Star Rider code where you get 7 days, you can also claim the rewards. I'm pretty sure. Even if you are not a Star Rider though, everyone can earn points throughout the length of the Trailblazer track. You just can't actually claim the rewards unless you are a Star Rider. So, if you're not a Star Rider and they happen to have a code, or you have a code available for 7 free days, maybe test out getting all your points and then claiming your rewards once you've activated that code. As far as how long you have on the Trailblazer track, at the top left it tells you how long the event will be going on for. This particular one will end on December 4th. As of today, which is November 6th, the first day of the Trailblazer track, we have 28 days to complete the track. All of my math will be based on having exactly 28 days to complete the track. So, unfortunately, if you see this any day after the 6th, the math is already going to be off, but it might help you still calculate what you need to know in order for you to complete the trail based off of how long you have left. Now, how do you earn points? The FAQ page in the help section actually has a really great breakdown as to how you earn points. You don't earn points based off of what activity you do, you earn points based off of how many activities you do. We call these tasks. So tasks 1 to 4 will give you 100 points, tasks 5 to 8 will give you 80 points, 9 to 12 will give you 60, and anything above 12 will give you 10 points. And this is per day, so at the start of every day, you'll start over at task 1. The different tasks you can do are pretty much anything you can do in Jorvik, any quest that you have active, daily or main story, any race you can do counts as a task, caring for one horse counts as a task, doing your stable chores counts as tasks. Doing the outside stable chores, such as like mucking the stalls and stuff for the different NPCs in different towns, is also a task per chore. So depending on where you are in Jorvik, these tasks can rack up pretty quickly. Another very important way that you can earn points is pressing this claim daily points button that I keep forgetting exists. That's going to give you 450 points. So every day you're going to log on and you're going to press that little button and you're going to get 450 points. And then in addition to that, you are going to do 12 tasks. Because again, that's kind of how it breaks down. You're going to get all of these 4 times 100, 4 times 80, 4 times 60 points. And then everything else is 10. You don't really need to focus on that because it's just kind of like pennies at that point. So doing the math, you're going to get 450 points for pressing that button to collect your daily points. You're going to get 960 points based off of doing your 12 tasks for a total of 1,410 points. So this season in particular has 35 levels of unlockable rewards, which cost 1,000 points per milestone. So you'll need a total of 35,000 points in order to complete the path. So if you are able to log in every day to claim your points and do your 12 tasks, you will get enough points in 25 days. And we only have 28 for the entire trail. And you might be thinking that that's not enough of a buffer if you happen to miss a day, but I think they're introducing something new for this Trailblazer track. In the FAQ, there is a page dedicated to bonus trail point days. We don't know exactly what those are yet. We don't know what days they will happen, but every task or activity you do will get you an additional 30 points per task. And gatherables will give you a +2. Gatherables currently only give you 1 point. They're not generally worth using as far as like grinding the Trailblazer track unless you're already going to be getting gatherables. Gatherables include things like fireflies, recyclables, ferrous plants, trash, harvesting plants. All that sort of stuff will get you 1 point per thing you collect, which can add up, but it's just a much slower process. That said, on bonus trail point days, you'll get, I believe, if I'm reading this right, a total of 3 points per piece you pick up. So it might actually be worth it at that point. I think with these bonus trail point days, it's to help you feel like you don't need to grind in order to actually complete the Trailblazer track in the amount of time that you would need. The trick is, though, how often these trail point days will happen. Again, we don't really have a schedule of when these will be. I was assuming it was going to be on a weekend, but honestly, I have no idea. More to come on that, I guess. Now, if you don't happen to be watching this on Wednesday and you don't have a full 28 days to complete the Trailblazer track, here's the math you're going to do to figure out how many points you're going to need a day in order to complete it in time. First, you need to figure out how many points you're missing. So to do that, you're going to take all of the tiers that you are missing, multiply that by 1,000, and then whichever one you're missing on your current tier, you're going to figure out how many are missing and add that to the rest of your total. You're going to take that number and divide by how many days are remaining. That will get you how many points you need to earn per day in order to complete the track in time. From that point calculation, you're going to subtract 1,410 for the bare minimum that you can complete a day, and you're going to get some left over. Divide that total by 10 or just drop the 0 to figure out how many tasks above 12 you'll need to do to get the rest of your points, and then add 12 for the 12 daily tasks that you would have needed to complete for the bare minimum anyway. That should get you your total number of tasks if you have less than 28 days left. So, did you need all that information? Probably not. The idea of the Trailblazer track is just to entice you to come on every day and play a little bit and get some rewards along the way for doing so. So I know I've done all the calculations for you here, but something that I really do want to stress is that the Trailblazer track is not a race. It's not about how fast you can complete it so that you have nothing else to do. I like to do these calculations because it helps give me peace of mind to know that I'm able to complete something in time if I know exactly how much I have to do in order to meet my goals. I know that even if I didn't do these calculations, I would eventually hit it anyway without really trying too hard. But again, this is mostly for the people who maybe don't have a whole lot of time and need to know exactly how much they have to do every day in order to meet their goals on their timeline. At the end of the day, it's all about having fun, so take the pace that you need to do in order to collect the rewards that you want. And if you don't want to do it, that's fine too. Anyways, that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another video like this. One of these days, I'll try to do a Trailblazer track Wednesday update day video where I get all of the math right, and I am 2 for 2 on getting it wrong day 1. Maybe in December. And I will see you all for next week's update. Bye!